In this very special video, our customer Chris McGee from Lasercut.London gives his advice on how to start a successful laser business. It had always been Chris's dream to start his own business, and he gives us his top tips as to how he was able to do that and turn what was a hobby into his current focus.
So when you found your business, Chris, it was obviously like chasing a dream that you'd had for a long time. Then what advice could you really give to anybody else who's looking to get either Trotec Laser, just general laser, and make that their kind of business and focus?
Yeah, I think the one thing for me would be it's not an easy game. You know, there's a lot of people out there doing work that, you know, is sort of lower end. So you really, really need to know where you're heading. If you're going to buy a laser, it's an investment, but it's not just an investment in money. It's an investment in time, because it's not quite like, you know, buying an inkjet printer where once you've got the drivers running, you could be printing off somebody's, you know, homework. But you've got to really want to get to know that machine, because the more you invest in understanding these machines, the better your work will become. You get it. You can just cut things out if you're, you know, if you're not in, you know, interested in growing. You know, you could certainly, you know, just plow through things. But I think if you have a direction, before you take anybody's money, learn on your own materials, because you'll treat your own materials very differently to a customer's, because you've paid for them. So you'll actually sort of probably likely invest more time in making sure the result's right. But also, it's, you know, in my personal opinion, it's not fair to take somebody's money and learn off of their, you know, on their job. So, and also, if you do a job for somebody, just do the best thing you can do, because they will recommend you. You know, for every, I think there's a saying, it's, you know, for every good job you do, you might get recommended once or twice. But, you know, if you do a bad job, you'll be, you know, everybody will talk about it, sort of 20, 30 people. So, you know, highly likely I've misquoted that, but it is that thing of just always trying to do the best possible job. And I think it's time as well. You're never going to be established in a week or a month. You know, it's, I mean, for me, 2013 was when I physically started, and I was 99% sure that within 6 weeks, you know, I'd be earning money. And I'll be very honest that, you know, it took 2 solid years of grinding away, just working, until I got one job. And this one job sort of didn't put me on the map, but it was, I got to design for Katie Erie a collection of jewellery for IKEA's first ever fashion show in Milan. And it was almost like all that hard work, you know, getting this job done, all of a sudden it was like that tipping point. And then all of a sudden after that, you know, once you get that one client behind you who validates you as a service or a company or as a person or as a designer, it's a lot easier for people to understand who you are. So the problem is Instagram, it's very easy to show lots of lovely things, but it's a very hard game. And I know a lot of people get disillusioned with it, but my personal thing is, I don't think you really become a company that people just automatically know you exist for at least 5 years, you know. And if you know that from the beginning, it's less hard on you. But you just got to stick in there, know what your market is, stick to it, stick to your morals, you know, but also be flexible. I think if I'd written a business plan, I think right now I'm probably on business plan 43 or 44 by now, because you have to evolve. Markets change, people change. But as long as you've got a good machine behind you and you're not all of a sudden limited by it, you can keep moving into new markets and creating new, you can create a whole new niche market for what you do. But it's about, build a community, build a reputation, but be patient. You know, this is technically probably year 10 for me, sort of since getting that first laser. You know, and a lot of people ask me, how do I get what you've got? And okay, it's time. You'll never have it on day one.
It's definitely good advice. I think a lot of people probably will expect it to be just kind of not get rich quick, but just, you know, everything's going to start flooding in from day one. And like you say, it's a long game rather than a quick fix.
It'll probably take you a good solid year to work out your pricing model. You know, you'll soon know if it's too high, because you won't have any work, and if it's too low, you'll have far too much work. And sort of, My accountant called me once. He said, "You're a busy fool, and you can stay at home and earn nothing." And that was some advice, sort of very long time ago. And yeah, it stuck with me and still sticks with me now. So yeah, if you've got too much work, look at your prices.
No, yeah, I think that's great advice there, Chris. Thank you.
To find out more about Chris and Lasercut London, make sure to catch the next episode of our In Conversation with series. And to see more of Chris's work, you can visit him on Instagram at Lasercut.London. For more information about starting your own laser business, you can also download the handy ebook in the description of this video.